All right, hey there, this is Mr. Leet, and I'm going to try to walk this Monday's ACT talk a little differently to ensure 100% of you at least hear this firsthand 100% of the time. It might be a little more beneficial. I don't know, you can let me know what you think about it after we're said and done, but I'm going to do a few questions, and if you can get ahead of me, by all means, mute the volume, and see if you can't plow ahead and try to get through these first couple before I actually get to the end. Each video is going to be, I don't know, about 5 or 6 minutes, and then I'm going to jump to, hopefully I'll get through 2 or 3 problems in that time period. Okay, this first key with the ACT, you have, let me scroll up, you have 60 minutes to do 60 questions, so this is kind of a big deal. You've got 60 minutes to do 60 questions, right? That means you have 1 minute per question, which means if you look at a question and have absolutely no clue what to do, give yourself 10 seconds to sit there and think. Think. Okay, 10 seconds won't break you. 10 seconds. And if at the end of those 10 seconds you have still no idea what to do, no idea, then move on. Circle the question number and move on. Don't guess yet. Guess in the last 5 minutes. Okay? Don't guess yet because it might come to you later on, halfway through it, 30 minutes down the road. So give yourself your little bit of 10-second think time and then move on. But even before you do that think time, it is imperative that you read the question carefully the first time. Okay? You don't want to be spending time rereading the same question because you're rushing. So take a deep breath. Let's read the first question. Here we go. Highlight as you go. It's a good idea. A car averages 27 miles per gallon. You should immediately be thinking about things. A gas is going to cost $4.04 per gallon. Which of the following answers, which of the following answers is closest to how much the gas will cost? Ooh, that's the question. That needs to be like a different color or something, or bold, or how much will the gas actually cost for this car to travel pretty far, 2,727 miles. Okay, this is a conversion problem. You set it up like you might have seen done in physics class, chemistry class, you do it there. You start with the question, how much? That's money. All of the answers are in money. So we look at the question, we only got 3 pieces of information, so we're going to go with the money one first. $4.04 per 1 gallon. Okay, we know that. Now we need to convert that thing we know into only dollars. In order to do that, we got to get the gallons to cancel away. We got to get rid of the gallons. Well, let's see what we can turn the gallons into. So that's where I say it's a conversion. I need to turn that gallons into something else. Well, I know that if I go 27 miles per gallon, the opposite is also true. I can go 1 gallon will carry me 27 miles. Okay, so now I've got $4.04 per 27 miles. So every 27 miles I drive, I go $4. Well, I now have to figure out how to get rid of that miles. How many miles do I actually want to go? Well, I actually want to go 2,727 miles. So now this is where it gets kind of interesting and kind of cool and all that stuff. My gallons down here cancels my gallons up here. Because these are ratios and division across top and bottom, we're basically just multiplying fractions. We have 3 fractions here. The gallons on the bottom cancels the unit gallons on the top. The miles on the bottom cancels the unit miles on the top. So if I just read it out across, what I end up with, this problem is actually ready to go in answer format. I have $4.04 times 1 gallon times 2,727 miles. You know, I'm not going to write that gallon in there because that's kind of silly. divided by another 1 gallon. I'm on the bottom now. I'm down here at the bottom. Divided by 27 miles. So you just type that in and you're going to get an answer in dollars because the way you set up your conversion. So hopefully that made some sense. If not, go back through that one again. Okay, the second question, I'm going to go back to my highlighter. Here we go, highlighter. When x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 5, immediately you should be thinking in your head, wait, x, if I see an x, it's equal to 3. If I see a y, it's equal to 5. Okay, how much does the value of 3x squared minus 2y, wait, it has x's and y's, so that means I know what those x's and y's are, so I could come up with a number for that. How much does the value of that first thing exceed the value of the second thing, which is 2x squared minus 3y? Oh, so you should be thinking, I know what x and y are, so there really are no variables here. I just need the value of the first thing. I need to know what this is equal to and figure out how much bigger it is than this. So here we go. It's a substitution question. Let's just roll with it. The first thing we have, which is 3 times, now comes the first substitution, x squared. Well, x is 3, so it's 3 squared minus 2 times y. Y is 5 times 5. If I want to multiply that, I'll continue. I've got 3 times 3 squared is 9 times another 3 is order of operations says I have to do some things here first, second, and third. So let's see. This is first because it's exponents, so that's 9. Now comes multiplication. 9, which is what I just did, times 3 is 27. So I've got a 27 there minus, I got this other multiplication, because remember, order of operations, right? Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. It's still true. Multiplication. I don't do any addition or subtraction until I finish my multiplication. 2 times 5 is 10. Now I've got no multiplication left, so now I can finish it out and I go with 27 minus 10 is 17. Okay, so that first thing is equal to 17. Let's see what the second thing is equal to. What do I have? I've got 2 times x squared. X squared would be 3 squared because 3 is x, minus 3 times y. Y is 5. Okay, so here we go. Let's go right down the list and see if we can't get to the bottom of this side. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. There are no parentheses. Check. Exponents, yes. 3 squared. 3 squared is 9. That's the only one. So there's a 9 right here. That's equal to 9. So now 9 times 2. 9 times 2, because we're on multiplication, is 18. 18 minus 3 times 5, that's another multiplication. That's 15. Now we're done with multiplication and division. Addition, there is none. Subtraction. 18 minus 15 is 3. So the question, how much bigger is 17 than 3? Oh, well, that's not a hard question now. Hopefully you can figure that one out. I'm going to go ahead and push stop on this one since I'm at 8 minutes and 39 seconds. And we'll go start up with the next video.